Xenothreat is currently taking place and everyone's having an angry time at the fact that PvP players are trying to stop you from completing your mission. With that in mind, maybe you're trying to get into Star Citizen, but you're questioning what ship to get as your starter package. Well, I'm here to help you learn or figure out just that. Let's start by taking a look at the classic Aurora. That's probably the first package that you're going to see. This is one of the ships that you'll see everyone in the verse being familiar with. It is probably everyone's first enchilada into the freedom of space within Star Citizen. It doesn't offer much, but it offers a way to fly. It offers oxygen? Yeah, that's about it. Again, it doesn't offer much. There's many variants of this ship. You can probably enjoy the sick animation of the door opening and getting inside. It does have a small space behind the cockpit. That's about it. I'm actually kind of struggling to think of things that I can say. It has a bed, so if you really wanted to bed log out and come back to the game in space, you could, but the chair does not swivel around. There's no real cargo space, so if you wanted to get something to load in, then you would want to get the CL version, which is the cargo variant of this ship, and even then I don't hear many people being familiar with this. The next we have the classic Mustang. The Mustang is the other first step that people prefer over the Aurora. It tends to offer more. It has combat capabilities and it doesn't have any space inside, so no bed and no place to walk. However, it does have a cargo grid, which is strange to say because for the history of this ship, no one's ever really gotten it to work as far as I'm concerned. However, this ship is going to give you the option to get into combat and to do small dogfights when you're out in the verse. So if that's your kind of thing to do, then it's going to be very good at that for your first steps. Next up, we have the Avenger Titan by Aegis, which is the company that developed this ship. It is a personal favorite of mine and was one of my first starter ships that really opened up the gates on what I could actually do. It's combat capable, and it also has a cargo space for you to use whenever you want to haul boxes or do delivery missions. When I started playing Star Citizen, this ship was the go-to for the starters and for those who just wanted to have a versatility package that was well-rounded. When you walk inside, you're going to see that you have this space where you can put in your boxes or you can load up any other small vehicles like the Pulse. You have a bed which you can use to log out, and you also have these cool component designs on the side. This cockpit is my favorite because you can exit either from the chair, swiveling backwards, or you can open the canopy and exit straight into space. That is, of course, not ejecting. I mean that you actually just push yourself over the hood. However, ejecting is another option if you really wanted to. This is also one of the first ships that gives the best visibility that you can get in the game for the lowest amount possible. Next up, we have the new kid on the block, the Drake Cutter. Now this guy is definitely going to make the cut for any job that you have. Pun intended. The design is very Drake, but it is also a step forward to a new design choice by the company in the game. It's sacrificing a lot of those rugged edges for something that's a little more stylish, even though it still looks very utilitarian with its color scheme as well as with its design choices and very, very Cutlass-like pieces. This is also one of the first ships that offers the most space for yourself and for cargo. In the back of the cargo hold, you have a dedicated grid, but if you really wanted to, you could squeeze in some extra SCU boxes in there. You also have a bed, a bathroom, you also have space to put in your inventory, and of course the cockpit. One of my favorite parts about this ship is the fact that it has two engines that are able to rotate and be used for VTOL, meaning whenever you want to fly vertically up, they're already in that position, and if you want to have some extra acceleration going forward, they will always be there to have your back. Next, we have the Gattac Siulin, which is one of the alien ships that is going to be available during the week of this video being made, since the Xenothreat is being done during Alien Week. If you manage to get the starter package for this ship, you are not going to be a sad person. This ship has cargo space, although it is unconventional. It is made by alien technology. Even the door levitates with its individual parts, but it has a lot to give. Every single component that works in this ship is easily accessible. You also have 3 floors in this ship because of its vertical build. In the second floor, you have the living quarters, which has the bed, a non-functioning table, and a bathroom. In the bathroom, you have a weird urinal. I have no idea how you're going to use that. And you also have the toilet because we humans need something to use that looks like a seat. On the third floor is the cockpit. You have extra component accessibility, and this experience is going to be the best cockpit experience you are ever going to have in the game. The animations are just sick. However, this ship does have a steep learning curve. It is the hardest ship to fly when it comes to these starter ships. You are flying vertically, not horizontally. Traditional ships usually fly forward when you press the W key, but this one flies up. To be able to go horizontally out of a hangar, you have to strafe down using control. This also is kind of hard to grasp when you look at how weird the orientation is when it comes to the third-person camera. But if you can manage to fly this ship, you are flying in style, with utility, and with everything that you could ask for.